Where's your cool hat that you got from Lake Tahoe?
I don't want. It's hot in here today.
Oh, I don't think you got.
I got a cool hat, bud.
You got a cool hat like this?
I got a sock hat.
You got a
bud.
cool hat like this?
This
is a mountain
some of the
hat.
coolest, but
This is a mountain hat.
well, your mountain hat's pretty cool, but my hat I think is just as cool, bud.
Lake Tahoe with a bear.
Yeah, okay, bud.
Jealous.
God, remember when we almost went on that? Well, when we were on the hike and we almost could have saw bears.
Yeah, those two people
would've
passed us. They were like,
fucking
"Oh, there's
scared me.
bears up there." Jeez, like so nonchalant.
Jeez, Louise. Lemon squeeze? What'd I just say?
Oh, geez,
yeah.
lemon squeeze.
Won the grand prize from Cash Cab thanks to Dominic McNabb.
Donovan McNabb.
Dominic
Ooh,
McNabb.
in the
Damn
cash
it.
cab. Well, I
I
was
fucked
doing a
it up.
dab.
I fucked it up. It's got to be more natural.
They were pretty funny. You
Yeah.
said Zach Galifianakis gave him a spinning back fist. See, that's pretty good. I liked that one you did.
Thanks, man.
I made fun of it at first, but
Yeah.
it grew on me.
But yeah, what up, Jobins? Episode 123.
123.
We've been fucking gone. We went to Lake Tahoe. Shout out Aunt Rose and Renee, all my cousins.
Aunt Rose, the Cranbergs, man. Freaking Andy. Yeah, Renee, Carter,
Sherry.
Hannah, Lee, Sherry,
All of them. They're
Skip,
legends. Skip.
his
Such a
girlfriend
good
Vanessa. Ooh, it got everybody.
We had a 12-hour drive, Jobins. What'd you think? How'd you do this time?
Well, hey, you were the trooper on the drive. You know, you drove the whole time. I liked it. I don't like driving very much, so the
I
road
know.
trip went really well in that respect. We
Mhm.
stayed up the whole time. I think we were troopers in that.
Well, dude, Jobins, I have learned from the best when it comes to fucking traveling on the road, cross country, long time. I've done it 6-7 times now. You get up early. You start early. We got on the road 5 o'clock both times, or did we get up 4 on the first time?
We woke up at 3
and got on
for
the road
the
at
first
4?
time, and we were on the road by 4.
Yeah, that's right. We got up super early, and then we were there by a little after 5.
Yes.
But yeah, Jobins, you get on the road early. I always do, if it gets crazy, half tank. But I like doing quarter tanks, and it's kind of nice.
And we did all the packing too, and you made some tuna sandwiches before.
Yeah.
Those kind of came in handy.
Just make sure that if you're in the middle of fucking nowhere and it says last town, definitely make sure you hit that if you're low on gas.
We did really good on that.
Right? We had no problems with gas. No traffic issues. Really beautiful. I get a little nervous driving on the mountains, Jobins. I get a little nervous. Do you at all?
The thoughts in the back of my head, especially when you're saying how nervous you are and you're driving, yeah, that scares me a little bit because then I'm like, oh, God, the driver's nervous.
Well.
And it's a sheer drop to death.
Yeah.
Those guardrails.
It was 6,000 feet up, dude. But yeah, as far as driving, I've always loved driving across country or doing any kind of drive. Sean's like, oh, Schmidt, you have anxiety? You don't want anyone else to drive? No, I just like driving. I think road trips take longer for me if I don't drive. Like, they just take forever.
Yeah, you made some good speed on there.
Holy shit. I guess if I was able to surf my phone, but sometimes we don't even have cell service out there. But we were jamming. We had a good time. To me, road trips are like a little adventure before the adventure. If that makes sense.
A road trip. Those are adventures. They make whole movies about them.
Well, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Yeah. Did you hear about Leprechaun?
No. What's going on with
I
Leprechaun?
tagged you in an Instagram post. They're rebooting it. Yeah. I'm pretty excited.
Man.
And well, I know I tagged you. But isn't it funny how like sometimes we get high and we talk about things and then sure enough, not too much later they announce it. You even make jokes. You're like, all right, you better get on it because someone's going to make it.
My question, are they going to give another actor the role?
Instead of Warwick Davis? I would imagine,
It'd be
right?
cool. I mean, as long as it's an actual like little person again and they kill it, why not?
Yeah. Would you mind having Warwick Davis back? Or do you think he's too old?
Ooh. Well, it's not so much that he's too old because the
What about his
Leprechaun
show?
is already scary and hideous.
You loved him in Willow.
Willow, it's a piece of shit TV show.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
really is.
I thought you liked it. I thought we did pods where you liked it.
Man, I tried.
We got to go back.
I tried. It's just, it's not the same as like the original.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like it, nothing like the original It. Even though when I watch it now, it's not scary at all. And the remake did have good parts, but I also just think it failed at the same time. It'd be not. I hope they. It's kind of hard to do, right? It's gonna be kind of culty, right? What do you think? Or do you think it's gonna be taken serious and try to be scary?
That is a tough one because the performances are so different with Stephen King's It. And then, like, who is the guy that plays Pennywise? He's the new Mission Impossible bad guy, isn't he?
Donald Sutherland, right? Or no?
Or no, not the Mission Impossible bad guy. He was the bad guy in John Wick 4. Do you remember John Wick 4? He was the...
Yeah, the son from...
High Table guy.
Yeah, the son of the actor.
Oh, man.
We're so...
He's the guy that plays Pennywise. He's been in
Yeah.
a few movies. He, to me, isn't as good as Tim Curry's Pennywise.
Yeah, why was I... Jobins, that was a stone moment on Schmitty's end. I was trying to think of him.
Oh, Tim Curry?
Yeah. And I thought I said Donald. Wow.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Damn. Dude, I don't know if the Jovins had seen this, and then it's probably fake news, but Conor McGregor punched the mascot of the Heat and sent him to the ER.
To me, it seemed like it was set up, but then Conor really just fucked him up a little bit. Was it on purpose or accident?
And what if you say it was on purpose and they set it up? You could still probably punch him hard enough on accident, right?
I like what Dana
"Oh,
White said. I wouldn't have a professional fighter hit me. And that was probably the act. I don't know what the second... I don't know.
Damn, and his name's Bernie, and he's a little flame.
Yeah, but I wanted to do a little more recap on Tahoe. What'd you think?
Tahoe?
Did you have a good time?
It was a really good time, and...
A little different without Uncle Jay.
Yeah.
We've gone there twice, Jobins. If you haven't gone to Lake Tahoe, you really should go there. One of the most beautiful places ever. Huge-ass lake. We went when it was cold. No tourists yet, so we kind of... It seemed like it's like natural habitat, which I really liked. It was pretty cool.
The traffic still can be pretty crazy,
Right?
even without
certain
tourist
times.
season.
Yeah. In the mornings, dude, going down to get the coffee, seeing that mountain, it was crazy. And then we cold plunged, and we went into the hot tub every morning.
We were getting better at the cold plunge every day. You know, the first time I was in and out really quickly. Second time walking in, walking out.
Well, it was really cool because you kept motivating me. Like, you would do something, and I'm like, fuck. Like, when you walked in, you're like, all right, I'm going to come in. We stayed in to our heads. It was fucking freezing, Jobins. One morning, it was like 38 degrees. I could see my breath. We're coming out from the desert. It was crazy. The sand was freezing. You know what I mean? Wow.
Your mental toughness, honestly, bro,
Needs to
I
get better.
grew a lot of respect for.
Yeah.
Because you can hang with that cold water.
Yeah.
You know, like if someone throws you in the ice, you're surviving.
Yeah.
I'm like, get me out, get me out.
Breathing?
This guy's over a minute in there.
You got to focus on breathing. Thanks to shout out Tim and Sean. Breathe.
Yeah. You made me, you
Breathe.
humbled me. I was like, that's big brother moment right
It
there. I
was
couldn't
really
handle
cool.
that.
These two kids and their mom, the one kid was just watching the hell out of us. He was enjoying it. He was laughing. And I was like, you could do anything you set your mind to. And I'm just dying. Yeah.
And then the hot tub after was so nice.
Felt so good. No
Just
hot chicks
relaxing.
though. It sucked. All the girls were fucking too young and fucking no fucking girls our age. And then the ones that were old enough were like old.
Like you said, we got there a little too early, Jobins. Like it doesn't really kick off till like late June because June 16th which is coming up. That's when the gondola opens up at the Heavenly Ski Resort where you go up the mountain to base camp at the top.
Yeah.
And if that's closed, people aren't really going to want to go there yet. It's just like, trust me, you guys should go there at a later time, wouldn't you say? To maybe if you're wanting to have that nightlife more and people out.
We kind of rizzed up that pipe shop girl who was really cool and funny. We were kind of rizzing her up.
Oh, that's right. We got her business
Yeah.
card.
It felt like she wanted to hang, you know? She was like, come back. We should have went back. If she's watching, we'll be back one day. She's the owner of the store.
Everyone was so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the mushroom. Mellow mushroom. No, that's a pizza place.
You know what?
Something mushroom. Oh, wow.
I have it. I have it right
wow.
here because I have,
Oh, you took the
unlike
card.
you, her business card.
Blueberry. Damn. Blueberry muffin.
Blueberry muffin, and her name was Leandra Hale. And
Shout
it's
out.
the Butter Muffin Smoke Shop. The Butter Muffin Smoke Shop
Shout out.
on 2540 Lake Tahoe Boulevard.
She was
number
super cool
12.
and funny. She was actually making us laugh. We had a good time. Tahoe, like California, there was just so many nice people there.
Yeah, everyone's telling you to have a nice day.
Yeah.
You know, good morning.
Yeah, that's cool. Scooters are fucking everywhere now. When we first went out there, they were just being brand new and introduced to the town. So there wasn't that many.
Now they got whole scooter lanes. It's out a scooter road.
Yeah, and there's 3 different types of scooters. And then how many ambulances did we hear? I'm like, man, I bet that's another scooter.
I mean, there's so many things that could mess you up in Lake Tahoe. There's bears.
You guys scared the fuck. When we did the scooter ride, I was fucking terrified. You guys just left. There's 5 of us and like, oh yeah, let's go on the fun ride. Gone. You guys were, and we're going block after block was a road. I straight up saw Hannah not even look left where cars could be coming. And like the end of the road, like when the street would meet the sidewalk, it was a good divot. You know what I mean? So I'm afraid of going fast and just fucking eating shit.
Those divots that you're talking about, I recognize those. I slow down at those points.
I know, but you got to remember, and then we start going uphill. And you got to remember, big boy on a scooter. So I'm going, boo. And you guys are, brr.
Those scooters picked up, too, since
they were
the last 2 years, like
fast.
since 5 years ago.
Fuck that.
Those things were great.
I was riding those things. I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm just not about that. And I think I would have enjoyed them more if we were like the last time in the neighborhoods on there was just big straight roads in the neighborhood where not that many cars were.
You were so pissed.
Oh, I was pissed because I was like, that was dangerous as fuck.
That was stupid.
Yeah, I was like, that we could have got hurt. Safety.
If it wasn't for you, I would have rode it back to the...
I know, and you probably might have got hit by a car.
How'd the others do?
Well, we weren't there long. Well, you know, do the math with the amount of ambulances we heard. Just time it. Like, oh, that was every 5 minutes, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah. I had to need to work on my little stoicism because I was a little like, fuck. I was upset because of the danger and how I was just left behind. I was like, what if I got hit by a car? Then you have to turn around to find out. You did. You waited for me.
Always wait for you. Especially, I mean, hey, it was cool too because the farmers market we went to, I swear, there's like, we went to 2 farmers markets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those are a vibe.
Everyone out in California has really cool fucking dogs.
Such cool dogs.
And they're like little bear dogs. Yeah.
Damn. Man, and the live music too. How many live bands are in Lake Tahoe at one time? Jeez.
And really good. It's like every restaurant, someone's playing music while you eat, and they're really good. The one guy was cracking us up when we took Aunt Rose out.
Mm-hmm. Man, he's playing a dangerous game.
Yeah.
You make fun of people too much.
Yeah, shout out Renee and Andy, my cousins. They're so fucking awesome and so sweet, so funny. They took us out to my favorite pizza place when we were out there. I love that pizza place. Do you remember?
Oh my gosh.
It's your favorite place, man. You don't remember it? Fuck.
What is that? It's in Heavenly. It's at the Heavenly Plaza.
Yeah. I was a little sad we actually didn't go up the gondola.
Well, I mean,
it's terrifying.
It's closed.
Yeah, it's terrifying, but yeah. Yeah. What was really remember when we drove by the brothel coming home?
The alien cat house.
Yeah, Jobins. First time. Let me know. Never experienced that before. I remember HBO back in the day, cat house. You know what I mean?
Man, how much money would we have had to have dropped to have a brothel experience?
Yeah, and then everyone's giving us shit. Oh, just go in. You should have just went in and checked it out. It's like, if we go in there and check it out, we're coming out $500 to $1,000 less. $500,000 less I don't have.
Because then
I'd be like upset about after. What?
Once you go in there, like, and you see it, that fear of missing out. You know, we're gonna wanna.
They're gonna suck you dry in there. You ain't leaving.
That's a long. How was that? 5 hours away. You know, like we just can't make that every weekend.
What's crazy on Google Maps, guys, is that. So we didn't even mean to. We just pulled up. We needed gas, and we're pulling into the gas station, and we're like, "Oh wow, it's a sick alien. It's like Area 51." We've been to one before, which was much bigger, and it had a bunch of shit painted on the side.
How many of those are there?
I'm sure everywhere.
There's quite a few Area 51 alien shops.
There's got to be like a whole area around
Not like
Area
this
51.
one,
Yeah, this one was a little small. Yeah, no.
though. Not like this one.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, this is an alien gas station. Huh. Don't pay attention to the back. Wink, wink. Because on Google Maps, it's not even there, guys. And so I screenshotted the address of the alien gift shop, and sure enough, when you in the building that just doesn't have anything. So it's 5.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, I'm like, if you want to round up the boys, I know a place. But why is that shit legal in Nevada and nowhere else?
State laws, you know,
What is
and
that about,
state
though?
regulators. Nevada.
That's crazy.
I think it's because of Vegas too, you know. And
Would you go in a brothel on your way home from a vacation? You're by yourself. You're horned up.
I mean, once I looked at the website, Jobins, I mean, it's an official website, and they have the models' pictures on there.
Yeah. Let's
You
say
know,
you're
it's
coming home
called
from
models.
Vegas. You win big, 20 G's. You got 20 G's. You went in with 200. You're going into Vegas with 200 put down just to have a fun time. You come out with 20 G's. You're feeling great. You stumble like how we stumbled across the brothel, and you're horned up by yourself.
I mean,
You
the
better-
only way it makes sense to me,
You better keep 19 grand in that car.
it's got to be, and I know that other people that we know and can actually pull it off and get two chicks at the same time, but I feel like it's like a fantasy fulfillment thing. You don't want to go there just
That's
to have, you know,
To do
like
it.
sex. I'm like,
You're
I
going
have to do
there-
something I won't be able to get.
Yeah, because you watched Cat House HBO. Don't leave. me
Yeah,
hanging on.
I think we maybe watched it as kids and you turned it on the...
No. Now you got people think we're jerking off together.
No, we were too young to be able to do. I didn't know how to do that at that age.
Those are the times where you sneak the titties on the screen, and then your mom and dad hear you, and then right before they come out because you hear them coming, you change the channel.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Max After Dark.
We were watching Cartoon Network. What are you talking about? Dexter's Laboratory, Mom.
And then you know what you would do too, because if you hit last on it, it'll go to the last channel.
I know, that's
you
why-
flip through a few channels, so don't hit
Yep.
last on it, and you don't get busted.
When they're getting something out of the fridge, you go, "Oh, what else were we? What else was that?"
Kids don't have that now. Now they just clear their browsers.
Yeah, I can't imagine the effect that's gonna have.
It's gonna have a huge effect.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well,
affects
hopefully-
us to this
I'm
day.
sure most parents have like restrictions on their kids' iPads, but my little ass would find a way. You know what I mean? Passcodes.
Hey, it's only good business for these alien cat house places.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just crazy. That was crazy shit.
They test them once a week too.
Mhm.
That was funny when we were telling Sean. He was like, "Well, I mean, you better make sure you go on a Monday because if it's a once a week, you might not know between that time."
Yeah. On the way home, changing subjects. On the way home, guys, my fucking car door is almost flying off. How scary was that? It's going, fum, 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 fum. And anytime we were in the mountains, it wasn't as bad. And I would have Brenden roll down the right window because the air would suck it closed. But then anytime we were in flat plains where there's just fucking nothing, and it was really windy, it'd be going, fum, 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 hanging on by a lock. You know what I mean?
And wow.
So if that lock would have broke, that car, and I'm thinking, if we're going forward, shouldn't it be putting the car door closed? But I'm not smart.
That was a loose lock. It was a good thing
I
you
fixed
tightened
it.
it.
I fixed it. Brock saved me. He had the piece today. I got home, tightened it.
Was it a star top?
Yeah, it was a star top. My lock on my car, guys, was just barely hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
And now it even closes better. Because I noticed, I'm like, why is my car door not fucking closing all the way? And then sure enough, we're driving. And it starts going. I'm panicking for miles, holding my car like this, getting tired because it's really strong, like pushing my arm.
And these are long stretches.
Long
so
stretch.
You don't have
Dude,
a while.
This was probably like 20 minutes. 20 minutes till we finally got to the gas station shout out to the lady.
Oh my gosh.
You got that pissed you off real quick. You were about ready to fight that one lady. And it pissed me off too.
It was just like, how impatient can you be? Like this one lady behind the counter, she goes to her truck to get the tools we need to try to tighten up the screw that's loose.
Yeah.
And then
Shout out to that lady.
shout out to her. Shout out. Going
Yeah.
the extra mile.
Yeah.
But then, you know,
And
there's
it caused a little chaos because people were like waiting in line, and I'm like,
a little chaos. There's 3 people in the whole damn gas station.
And it was 5 minutes.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on in their day, but hey, guess what? We're so far away from fucking anywhere that it's gonna take more than 5 minutes to get any real distance, you know? So it's like, what? Another 5 is gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Wow. This was her, Jobins. She leaves to help with the truck. Then she comes back in or like with the tools for us. And then she looks right at the lady that come in to help us. Sweet saint of a lady. And goes, wow, 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 wow. I want to bow her sometimes just thinking about that.
Yeah. She was being really ignorant. I had to walk out and I was like, fuck. Dude, we can find primes in the middle of nowhere.
Prime's in there.
I can find primes in the middle of nowhere, but I can't find primes in Peoria.
Well, to be fair, though, they got to stock up everything at those little spots where there's nothing.
Got me fucked up. But, yeah, we went, what all did we do? We went on a couple hikes. That's what the people telling us about bears scared the shit out of me. But it was a beautiful hike.
It was a beautiful hike.
We went on a boat ride the first day we were there, which was really cool.
The only thing that sucked about the boat ride was the sunburn.
And not being prepared.
Yes.
I was not being prepared.
Oh, my God.
We had just got there. It was the very next morning after our long drive. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're going on a boat. I thought we were going on the boat that we went on last time where we kind of just chilled and did shit. No, we were actually going on a boat where you could have went off, gone swimming, just done shit.
Who would have really went swimming at how cold?
I would have.
You were freezing, bro.
I would have dipped my toes. Dude, when we went paddleboarding, I had my feet in for that long time, and then I had to take them out. They felt so good for the rest of the day.
I couldn't have done that either. You had your feet underwater for like at least 30 minutes.
You guys want to hear my panicking story? I was panicking like a motherfucker. Me and Brenden had a race to the boat that was just super far out from shore. So we're going. I got the lead at first. Yeah, and then Brendan's catching up. I'm like, fuck. So then I'm trying to go faster. Do. And then he fucking passes me, and then he's going further, and then I finally get to him, I'm like, fuck it, I give up, you win. We get out really far, right? And then we're just chilling, and then we're like, okay, I guess we better go back. We start going. My dumb ass, I have my feet in, right? Before, when we were racing, I had my feet up on the board, plus my feet were really cold. But when we were just chilling all the way far out there, I had my feet in. So I'm trying to row back into shore, and I'm not budging, dude. I'm thinking, oh my God, am I out somewhere where like I'm going to get pushed out or something and they're going to have to fucking come get me? Help!
Hey,
help!
You had your phone on you at least, right?
No,
you gave it away.
I gave it to Renee. Help! I would have been like, because dude, I started panicking and I'm like, and then I'm telling myself, don't panic. Because if you panic, you're not getting there.
I would have liked to see you panic. That would have been funny.
Dude. At first I was like, okay. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I'm going, oh, fuck. I'm going to be fucking stuck out here. I wasn't scared of anything because, nothing's going to get me.
Don't make that face. You weren't scared.
No, I was scared.
Why would you panic if you weren't scared?
It was more like an embarrassed
panic.
Yeah.
Where you're scared.
Because I'm like, man, how far out am I going to go, dude? This lake's massive. Am I going out pretty far? But then I'm thinking, okay, if the current pushes me out far, I'm just going to have to go with the current until it takes me to a spot on the lake. That's where my other mindset was going. You know what I mean? When I was starting to give up, I'm like, okay, give up going this way. Maybe try going that way.
That would have been so much further.
Dude, talk about like a holy shit moment. Of you ain't stronger than a current. Because, dude, I was paddling, not budging.
That's super scary to think about.
Not budging. But it's sure enough, as soon as I put my feet up on the board, I started getting it going. And then once I got going, I was going. And I was like, whoo! And then I didn't want to tell you guys when I got up the shore. Did I tell you that until now, or did I say it to you before?
Oh, yeah, you told me about it.
I told you before. Yeah, but I didn't want... Did I say it? I didn't want to say it in front of Carter and all them. I was scared, dude. That was a moment.
You should have seen before you even did that. Mm-hmm. Hannah went out without like the leash chain that you put around your ankle, so you don't get like fall off your board and then you're gone.
Yeah.
And man, he was in Big Brother mode. He's like Hannah, he's like trying to, and then like Andy was over.
What happens if she falls off?
Exactly.
If she falls off, we're not close enough. I get it though.
Yeah.
I get it.
Hey, better safe than sorry.
Oh yeah, because 6 people drowned in Lake Tahoe this year. The guy told us. And it's, dude, I guarantee it's either from like an accident, or you going into shock when the water's that cold. I remember the last time we went out to Lake Tahoe and then we were trying to paddleboard, and I kept falling off, and people gathered up. I gave a little show to the beachgoers, which was unexpected because when we started, no one was there. And then sure enough, I'm trying for like 20 minutes, right? And as little time goes on, sure enough, more and more people are just gathering and gathering and gathering. And I even they were like, for just trying. I'm like, I want to die. But when I fell in the first time, thank God the water was like up to here, because I was like, and I just, you lose your air. It sucks it right out of you. So if you can't swim and it's way out there,
you're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead, kid.
You're dead, but you got to relax and breathe, kid.
But you made it. We made it. We survived Lake Tahoe.
We survived Lake Tahoe.
Once again.
Without seeing any bears.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But we did. We're going to go on a little history right now, Jobins. We're going to teach you something. Maybe you know about it. Maybe you don't. I didn't know shit about this. My Aunt Rose is like, well, I paid attention on that day.
She had a school of what, like 3 kids or something.
Okay, you learned about this shit, Aunt Rose. Come on.
But, so Jobins.
We're just kidding, though. Aunt Rose, we love you.
I'd be happy to get in a little history lesson here.
Yeah.
So what the Donner Party was a group of wagon people with wagons going out west, before the gold rush of 1849, believe it or not. So a little ahead of their time, heard little rumors. They're like, hey, let's go out before everybody else does. They go.
Well, this was, first off, what's crazy about this whole thing is it's like the Lewis and Clark shit. Can you even imagine doing that? Going out west to unknown promised lands of being better. Like, it's bold, and then you've heard people, oh yeah, there's trails, follow these trails. That would be so fucking crazy. And then you got a wagon to get across with everything. You got 40 people with you.
40 people and just your and like how the tour guide explained it, it was like the 40 people in the household were like servants and like housemaids, things like that, as well as, and then kids. And it was like half of the party was kids.
Wow.
And then another 47 people from other families join up with them on the way there.
And then And then they meet up with this guy who's like, oh, take this shorter. I know a shorter route. And then I liked how the one, dude, to me, Jobins, I liked it. It got interesting when we went and saw the guy giving the show. There was shout out to volunteers. Shout out volunteers.
He doesn't get paid at all. He's telling us all about this stuff, and he was passionate about it.
Holy shit. Respect. And then he's got a guy, and then I'm thinking, he's got a guy like me. Because I was like, oh, man, this is just, to me, it was a little boring. They were watching this video from made in 1920, and I'm like, at first I'm like, okay, these guys went left instead of right. What are we celebrating?
Actually, they went north.
Well, it's a joke.
I mean, I'm just saying you're right, but you're wrong.
Joke.
Just because the directions, left and right, are different.
It's a mean, bad joke. It's a mean joke. This is a story about people who went left instead of right and should have went that way. They listened to some dude.
His name was Lansford Hastings. He was a guidebook writer.
Thank you for having the names.
And what a POS Lansford Hastings is to tell people, oh yeah, this is it. Just to sell some books.
Just to sell some motherfucking books.
And Tamison Donner,
uh-huh,
who was George Donner's wife, and George Donner led the party. He was about 6'4". That's what the tour guide told me. I didn't just make that up. And he was a big guy, but he was like a softie. Mm-hmm. And then there was this Jacob Reed character who actually was like the main dude who kind of led the shit. So if it was us, you would be George Donner and I'd have to be Jake Reed.
And you're gonna stab me?
Ooh, no, he stabbed John Snyder. Oh my God, Jack Reed?
You're mixing it up for the Jobins. God bless it.
Oh
Brenden.
my God, Jobins, I'm so sorry. His name was neither of those. It was James Reed.
Okay.
James Reed stabbed John Snyder because John Snyder accidentally hit James Reed's wife with the butt of his whip.
Because they were fighting. The wife.
Yes, they were fighting.
They were fighting. The wife, typical wife, came over to try and celebrate. The guy threw a left hook. Bam! Hit her instead. Then that made that guy go, oh hell no! Stabs the guy, kills him. That guy is later the guy who killed the guy. Jobins, what's his name?
That would be James Reed.
James Reed, murderer, later celebrated because he helped form 2 rescue teams to go help these
Rescue
people.
parties came back.
But let's get back to where we were going. These guys are on their way. They meet this guy, takes them the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
They end up where in California, like near Lake Tahoe. It's like
Tamison Donner, she says, hey, should we listen to this guy? Everyone's like, you're a dumb woman. Shut up. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Next thing, I mean.
And then they get stuck because it snows.
And how the tour guide explained it, Jobins, like this snow, like people even went later before, like previous years, people were going later and still making it out. This was like a freak snowstorm too. Like everything that could have happened to make sure that this was a tragedy took place.
Yeah. Their oxen were dying. Their wheels were breaking. Anyway, long story. We'll cut it down a little bit. 82 people went. 40 what? One?
Like 41 came back. 47, I think.
41 died. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. More
like the Donners, the whole family died.
Yeah.
The Reeds, James Reed, his whole family lived.
And then the crazy thing about this story that's so crazy is that they turned to cannibalism to stay alive.
At the very end of
their what? How many months?
At the end of the time. Yeah, it was only during the brink of desperation that they resorted to cannibalism. But the stigma there, people were just like anyone associated with the Donner Party in general were seen as like cannibals, like dummies.
Can you imagine living back in that day? And then like how you were kind of saying before, like when they hear stuff from Native Americans about stories or legends, there was scary shit. So you're going that way. You don't know what the fuck is what. Mm-hmm. And then you're hearing about people turning to cannibalism. So there's all these stories about cannibalism going on west.
Cannibalism's really bad and you're really messed up when the Washoe tribe is like, we don't mess with you now, because they were hearing these stories. And those were the Washoe tribes, like the whole tribe that's in California. Oh my God. That was probably the saddest part about the memorial and everything with like the Donner Pass and the Donner Party was the treatment of the Native Americans. It's just like we always get reminded about how fucked it was.
That's why I can't wait to see the movie, The Killers of the Flower Moon. And I kind of want to read the book before I see the movie, to be honest. But then I know I'll know spoilers. Even though I already do.
True.
Yeah. But it is really sad.
Yeah, it's forcing people to be educated and not being able to celebrate their own cultures. It's messed up.
What's interesting, what I also liked about the tale was how, they're like, oh no, we're not going out west anymore because there's cannibalism and those people are freaks. But then someone's like, oh no, there's gold out there. So then people went out west for gold. Mm-hmm. Like, that's crazy.
And then like these guys could have made a killing and instead they wound up getting killed.
It was kind of seeing that though. It was cool seeing that and then driving back home. Because I was thinking about driving back home. I'm like, damn, thinking about how long this shit is. And to do it by a wagon and walking.
And think about being surrounded by a bunch of different families. And people think like the party was all united and together. These people were cutthroat. My kids need to live. These are my oxen. This is my stuff. And for like, 4 months? Imagine that kind of tension. Yeah. It's only natural that someone would get stabbed, honestly.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. You said, why is this even celebrated?
And I know it's because of courage, but then it's like, okay, these guys they didn't stay on the path, didn't listen to people. Then search parties were made. People died from the search parties. Crazy. Yeah. But I know it's like the beginning of the time and it took courage and then all that courage and stuff. But I was like, okay. I know I need to be a little more respectful because thanks to them, we have paths out. Right? Mm-hmm.
You know what was so cool too that the tour guide put into perspective, Jobins, is like there was so many men that died that were like young men, 25 and under. But then
that
like,
was a cool thing too.
The men that survived for the majority were family men, and like fathers, 50s, 40s.
And then more women survived because they had less body fat.
Yes, and it's just, and like he was like, well, it's just a theory. But like maybe these men survived even more, the fathers, the patriarchs of these families, because they were so worried about their daughters and like how their daughters would be able to manage and their wives without them, because you got to think this is a time in human history when women have literally like no rights.
Yeah.
Like you can't vote now. You know, it's insane.
Oh boy, did Tim and Sean get on me on the pod when we were talking about women champs, and then you're like, oh yeah, well, I don't think women should still be in the UFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense.
And now Dana White's kind of saying that the featherweight's going to retire with Amanda. That kind of sucks. Like, why can't we just find more featherweight talent? They got to be out there. They got to be coming up.
Like
right?
you said, it takes time. You know, sports has always been a male-dominated
It's like
thing.
the male flyweight division, which sucks because I like both divisions.
I mean, you gotta make money makes the most sense.
I was hoping they'd keep going up. I was hoping women would keep growing, getting better, and then like divisions would just keep boom, 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 boom. I want some heavyweight chicks, light heavyweight chicks, middleweight chicks. Let's go.
It's an interesting
exist?
time.
Do they exist?
How many exist
How
without
many?
like PEDs and stuff like that? That the testing would be crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's look at women's basketball. You know what I mean? Let's get some of them in there.
Yeah, but then that's like saying let's get LeBron as an MMA.
I know,
like
I know.
their whole lives.
But maybe
basketball.
maybe those basketball girls will see.
And it could
But
have.
then you got, but dude, the thing Islam said was stupid too. And then Tim's like, oh, you're gonna say, oh, so is it on site, Schmidt? I'm like, oh, yeah. So I gotta watch my back now, Jobins, if I'm ever around Islam.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. They're gonna come at me like fucking Khabib did. Fucking.
He's gonna beat you like they beat their women.
Whoa. Well, you're going down with me now.
Yeah. Well, we mama's boys. We was raised right.
Yeah. But we had 3 burger places out in Tahoe, Jobins. We had Burger Me, which Guy Fieri ate at. Did I say his last name right?
Guy Fieri,
Fieri, my bad.
GF.
Yeah, he ate there. That was pretty cool. That was my first time ever eating somewhere where he was. And he had like this little signature spray paint thing that says he was there.
I feel like you messed up, man. Like you should have got the elk burger.
I know.
Like your boy did.
I know.
I got a different burger.
The bison or the elk, I should have. It was okay. We had Burger Me, California Burger Co., and Big Daddy's. I'm sorry, Big Daddy's, but shite, that was such a bad burger. It was a frozen gray patty. Tasteless, awful, overpriced. Oh, my God. I was like, dude. Oh, my God. The California Burger Co. was the best one.
Yo, I think you're giving, was it Big Daddy Burger?
No, that was the worst one.
That you're giving that one too much heat, man.
No.
It's a good, hey, if you're hungry and it's a late night,
You're wasted.
I would definitely dig out.
If I'm wasted and Big Daddy's is open at 3 in the morning, I'm gone. We're walking to it. Yeah.
Even if it's the middle of the day and you're like, hey,
Nope.
I'm going to treat you to some Big Daddy
No,
burger.
no.
I'd be like, if it's on you,
I ain't taking no one I love to that.
you
We're
wouldn't
going.
even accept a free meal from there.
I would if well, then I have to be grateful. If someone bought it for me, I have to be grateful and thank them. I'll go, thank you.
Interesting.
But I'd be like, well, are you sure you don't want something else that I'll get?
I'll agree that it's the lowest of the 3, so it's probably the same ordering as you have.
Yeah.
But man, some low scores.
I go hard
these.
on burgers, dude. I feel like I'm Mike Malak like that. I really want to try his burger so bad.
I hope you give it a low score.
Dude, I bet it. Dude, it looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. And I look at his scores and I've watched him talk. We're pretty damn similar of what we think is a good burger.
And then you're giving Smash, which is great.
Smash is a damn good burger.
8, but it's like you're giving this other one like not even a 7.
Dude, Smash burger. Easy. 8.4. Easy.
Okay.
Big Daddy's. 1.8. 1.8. 1.8.
You can't. I don't think you can go down once
No,
you've
I'm
already
giving it-
made
Nope.
the scale.
I said that in Tahoe. I haven't said it in the pod. That's the one that Jobins heard.
1.8.
California Burger. I'd give California Burger like a 6.2.
That's even lower than last time.
Yeah. I thought about it.
6.2. That's
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good burger. I'd give it at least a 7.2.
No. Even that might be a little too high, the 6.2.
Because Big Daddy Burger to me is like a 6.5.
To me, dude, you got to have a really great soft bun, a really good soft bun, right? The most important part, the burger. You have to have a good tasting burger and a steak burger. Thin, flat, juicy, great tasting burger. If you don't have a great tasting burger, the burger is shite already. Don't matter about the condiments. Don't matter how much ketchup you put on or whatever sauce you got. Whatever house sauce that you think is going to make your tasteless burger taste good. Mm-hmm. Because it comes down to the bun, the good burger, and the nice, good, tasty cheese. That's what makes a damn good burger. Forget all the condiments because every burger in the world can have condiments. I did notice the ketchup out in California was bright as hell. Did you notice that?
No.
I'm talking red. Not like ours is dark red. Theirs was like glowing red.
Are you? I didn't pay attention enough to notice the difference in the ketchup.
It was at California Burger Co. I was like, this ketchup's crazy, like bright. It was weird. It was very weird.
So California ketchup
is different.
It's different because we went to Burger Co. So it's official.
But yeah. All right, that's enough about Lake Tahoe. Aunt Rose, shout out to Aunt Rose. Thank you again. It was so nice seeing you, and I miss you guys already. So nice seeing everyone else.
It is.
It was different. It was our first time Jobins without Uncle Jay. He was my uncle who passed away. Such a legend. He was almost like another father to me.
Yeah, great.
And we did everything for him. It was an honor of him. Even though it was different without him, we were all grateful for being there with each other again and having the time with each other. You're damn right, Uncle Jay. We ate some sushi.
I was going to say.
We went on a hike. And we had some beers for him. You drank his nasty Modelo. I can't do it.
The Modelo Blacks.
Yeah. Why? I couldn't drink them with him either. He'd always drink them with them. And I'd be like, thanks. But I would, as I drink my Coors Light, something light.
The sushi was the scariest.
Dude, that sushi. Guys, I'm a fried sushi guy. Oh, big surprise. Some raw sushi I can do with crab, maybe shrimp. I've gotten with salmon, I can get a little crazy, but did that change me? There were so many good raw sushi rolls. They had sweet rice with one of them with a good sauce. It was a tuna one. There was one that was way too much raw. That one was crazy. That one I was like, oh, I can't do that yet. But I think I leveled up to raw sushi because of that trip. I think I'm willing to try a little more different types of raw sushi.
You know what? Because they have this rule, Jobins. It's $35 all you can eat.
He was so sad.
But, there's a big but here. If you don't finish one of the rolls, you got to pay for that whole roll, additional.
That was like that at the sushi place we went to back at home.
I don't remember ever having that much pressure put on me.
Well, I think you were just under pressure because of the family and the amount.
Rolls on rolls.
It was probably 14 plates of rolls.
You know, they only do that because I was looking it up online. I was so fascinated by this crazy rule that scared the hell out of me. I was like, so what if I have just 2 pieces left or one piece of the roll? Would they let it slide?
No, you got
because it's they're only doing it so you don't have excess waste. But if I ate almost damn near the whole thing, you're gonna charge me a whole nother roll?
Put it in my mouth. Pay. Walk out.
I was so full that I was in hell.
Yeah.
But it was still really good, and I do, miss Uncle Jay, and it was awesome to be in memory and eating the sushi and everything. So I do love all the positives. It was just a very scary situation that I have not been put in before.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a great time in Lake Tahoe. Mm-hmm. Shout out by you. I want to change it up. I thought this was pretty cool. I'm gonna teach you something.
I'm listening.
I'm a nerd. And because we live in Arizona and they're everywhere. Adrian and Marty, 2 entrepreneurs from Mexico. Mexico been on fire lately, except for Irene. She couldn't get the job done against Amanda. But UFC's that got some champs. Mexico's been on fire. Mm-hmm. Here we go, Mexico. Have invented a new type of vegan leather called Deserto. They use mature leaves from the Nepal cactus, which is abundant in Mexico. The cactus requires little water to grow and is resilient to harsh conditions. The process involves cleaning, mashing, and drying the leaves, kind of like a cocaine process. Funny how it all kind of is similar.
Hey, at least this one's better, though.
Yeah.
No drugs.
Well, yeah. All right, the leaves. Before transforming them into their patent vegan leather formula. It's gonna save. They're saying it's gonna save 1 billion animals.
See, that is cool.
Yeah.
1 billion?
1 billion animals.
Which animals? If it's bugs, then it's not very many.
Well, think of the animals that get used for leather. Snakes. There's rhinos. How many? Boom.
If it saved 1 billion rhinos and like the endangered species is no longer endangered, that'd be amazing.
Yep. Is it all going to be green? I saw some photos of their shit. They had like a green couch, but then some of them there was some black things. But I'm like, you got to get the color change so everything's green.
You got to think dyes, right?
Yeah.
You could probably, unless that takes animal. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah. There's so many things. I just think that kind of stuff is cool.
Yeah, alternatives.
It's always motivating. I'm like, I hope these guys are stoners. Stoners need to win. We need to be scientists too.
Hey, I think stoners are getting plenty of wins.
I hope.
I mean, look at all the legalization going down. It's been a crazy time.
Yeah. All right, UFC 289 recap. We missed the prelims and the early prelims. We got home perfectly on time to go take showers, unload, hop over to Sean's house. He bought the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Amanda Nunes. Let's just start right away at the main event. What'd you think?
I thought she did really well. She totally she beat up on Irene.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying Irene didn't show up, that Amanda looks slouchy. It's like, I thought she looked really good. She was outboxing her. And I thought Irene was just really tough.
Mm-hmm. And Irene,
she kept coming.
It's easy to criticize, but it's a lot different when you're facing the greatest of all time in the women's division. And because I know Sean was saying like her guard was high, and like she left her leg out there, to like get snatched. And there was a lot of times when he would be like, man, he just snatch that and dump her right now. And
and a lot of people now. Sorry, John.
Hey, we're still recovering from that road trip.
I just got slapped in the face, but I just thought it was sad. I got sad when I watched the video of and noticing in the background, seeing it recapped. A lot of people weren't even in the crowd when she was retiring, and I was a little sad for that because I am excited. I am a big fan. No matter what Sean says, Sean says I hate dogs. Sean says I don't like Amanda Nunes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I love watching women fight. I think you need to have the superstars. They just need the superstars, the people that are more entertaining, because it all comes down to being entertaining. You need talent and entertainment. Because, dude, Tim and Sean were like, they were bringing up that point about maybe them being separated in their own organization.
I guess a different league.
Where it's just no, because of the UFC, we have women's fighters, and we just need help. We need the superstar. We need a big Bertha coming out of nowhere, and we need 10. We need an Ultimate Fighter women's with characters that we fall in love with and who are really good. And we got a big Bertha against another big Bertha.
So you're talking introducing a new weight class too?
Get a new wave. Let's just get a new wave. I would do it for the bantamweight title if I'm Dana White. He's talking about getting rid of it. It's no, why don't we just do another Ultimate Fighter and get some actually good fucking female fighters in there that are entertaining?
Who goes through and scouts for that though? I mean,
Dana, and then what's Sean, and I'm sure they got some other people that we don't know.
These amateur fights that we've been to, it's are there any women fights? Hardly. There may be one or two, but
hopefully a couple of years from now.
So
I'm a fan.
The talent pool is just so much harder to pull from.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad. I'm happy for her because who was it? BrendenSchmitty. Someone was talking about it. Oh, I just want Amanda to retire after she gets this win and sail out in the sunset. She's done so much. She's been around for so long. She's had so many great fights.
She has. She does deserve her flowers. Yeah. But she also did say some kind of crazy shit.
Okay, yeah. The silly shit was...
I wrote it down. I could quote it right now.
She's not the only fighter to believe that. There's been a few fighters that believe this.
The next champion is going to be the fake one. It's going to be fake forever. Whoever gets the belt now is going to be just pretending to have it. I'm gone.
Dude, that's your testosterone. You're on top of the world. You're just beating everyone's ass. No one's beating you. You got your title. You did lose. You got your title back. You defended it. And she retired the double champ. And defended it. Hats off. Conor never defended.
That's true.
DC defended. But I don't think he ever went back down to light heavyweight.
He defended his light heavyweight, but he never defended the heavyweight.
I don't think. And then when he
he defended it, but he lost.
Well, no, he defended against Derek Lewis. Then he fought the rematch with Stipe, and that's when
Oh,
he
he had a
lost.
Derek Lewis one before that?
He knocked out Stipe, defended the heavyweight title against Derek Lewis, lost Stipe.
Damn. It's been such a long time.
It's funny how some people, like Warlike is so good at knowing everybody. I was even looking at the next card next weekend. I'm like, holy fuck, there's so many people I don't know. Warlike will know all of them. And like, there's so many fighters, and I can't remember shit, but yet here I can remember DC. It's weird.
Man, it's so crazy that DC. Could you imagine if John Jones like never got in trouble or anything? It was like, you know what? I want to be heavyweight actually.
And that head kick fight would have counted, and DC never got his belt relinquished or given back to him. That's what I love about this fighting game, dude. Any given night, it could be different.
The only reason he's a double champ is because the real double champ wasn't there.
I mean, that's a crazy story. It is. You know, he knocks out Stipe, gets knocked out by Stipe, and then their third fight goes to decision. That's pretty crazy.
Damn.
But happy for Amanda Nunes. What a legend. Always been some great fights. The Holly Holm one's really fun to go back and watch. Mm-hmm. And then the Chris Cyborg fight, that was so much fun.
Murdered her.
Dude, come on.
Amanda
and the Ronda
Nunes
Rousey fights. Dude.
She's GOAT. And then people are saying like, oh, Juliana Pena deserves her third fight. But it's like the second fight was pretty definitive.
Yeah.
She got beat in the second fight. Amanda won that fight.
And like, who are you excited for? I'm like, dude, Joanna used to be terrifying when she first came up. And her stare downs when she first was coming up were so like goblin-y and crazy, demonic looking.
She was someone who fell from grace pretty hard, I felt like, though.
That happens. Dude,
people had a lot of hate for her because of her like that
snotty
attitude that she brought. But it's like, that's the thing though.
Dude.
It's like, I think that's unfair for the women. Because it's like, oh, she's some snotty bitch who doesn't realize where she's at. When if a guy did that same shit, you know, it'd be like, oh, he's just flexing, you know?
Yeah. The UFC's tried. They tried with Megan Anderson. She failed. They were trying to blow her.
I mean.
I know, but that was the girl they were trying to blow up. She's in a new movie.
You know what movie it is?
Say it.
Extraction 2.
Nah, thank you. So good for her.
She probably got a small role in it.
Who cares? Good for her.
No, it's still badass. But I'm sure, hopefully, Chris Hemsworth's probably going to have to kill her or something.
Yeah. But yeah. Charles Oliveira, that TK over Benil, dude, impressive.
Very.
Benil's no joke. And he made it look kind of easy.
Yeah.
Dude, that one punch, it's always those punches when the fighters are getting away and it's the last second, they just can't get out of the way far enough. Their chins are tucked. Boom, catch them. That was crazy.
He did. And what's so crazy to me is that Charles pulls guard. He doesn't do takedowns. He's okay with just being on his back like that when you can get punched and shit.
It could backfire real quick. Very impressive. Definitely want to see the rematch with him and Islam.
That's going to be a tall fight.
I know. Dude, that's just the thing about levels, isn't it? When you see Charles just whoop everybody else, but then Islam beat him. Now, was it a bad night? You know what I mean?
Volkanovski versus Charles.
Change weight classes. Okay, Islam beat Alex. So Islam go up, and Islam will relinquish his title. And Alex, you relinquish your title. You're going to go fight Charles for that title. I would love it.
If he beats Yair Rodriguez. Huh?
I'd be so... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's lined up. I keep forgetting about that.
If he beats him and he's like, yeah, okay,
you know
let's
what?
just do this.
He's like, I got a deal. I got a proposition. And he spits it. I'd be like, okay.
And Islam's down. He's like, yeah.
Okay. I'd be down. It'd be fun. Because it is kind of like they're both champs with weight class things. You know? It's kind of weird. Yeah. But yeah. That Mike Mallet guy from Canada. He has a lot of hype. They were roaring in Canada for that guy. Mm-hmm. And he had a really good win.
Yeah, against Adam Fudgett.
That was a good fight.
He submitted him. At first, he had the arm in, too, on that choke. But then he slipped it deep. It was...
Excited to see that guy fight again. That's their fucking next GSP.
Man, Canada, man. Watch out.
I'm going to follow that guy on IG, see what's up.
Dude, what about... And Dan Ige, too.
Yeah, that Nate. Dude, I thought Nate looked good. Like, I know he lost, but I thought he looked better than he has in his past fights. I don't know. It was just... You got Dan Ige.
He won the third round. I think Nate won the third round.
Yeah. he just wasn't crazy. And to me, he looked a little different. He looked a little more jacked. We'll see. I don't think that guy's a giver-upper. I don't think Nate gives up. I think we'll see him come back. Dan Igue's a tough fight. I think people might not even, probably big time underestimate him. And they're not even like, bad. Does he
It's
have a lot
because
of
Dan
fans?
Igue's went through some wars and been beat up. But
Yeah.
hey, that happens to the best of them.
But he's so good.
And he is good.
Like Eric. Eric just lost. But that dude, that fight was crazy.
Against Marc-Andre Barral, another Canadian.
So tough. Holy shit.
Throwing those
both of
short
them.
elbows at the beginning, just in each other's faces.
The whole time. Never stop. Foot on the pedal, going forward, bang, slipping and bang. Dude, what a fight.
Those are tough humans right there.
That was cool to come back and then start the fight, the fights like that night. That was cool. Shout out Sugar Shane for inviting us over, buying the UFC event for us, and all having a good time. He loves having Garrett film him now for those reactions. Dude, Jobins, I know you're probably like, I've seen sometimes, one time I was so zapped and tired, and we did like a recap for Sean or something on another fight, and I was just hugging a pillow. Dude, I was tired as fuck when we got over to Sean's.
Understandably.
And so I've kind of felt bad because I'm like, I was trying to, like, I couldn't really be, I wish I would have been a little more energetic.
Mm-hmm.
But next time.
Next time.
I was hugging the pillow, dude, ready to pass out.
We had a long drive.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Dude, poor Chris Curtis getting fucking headbutted again.
Yeah.
Dude, how many times is that now? 2, 3? Dude can't fucking escape a headbutt. Poor guy. He's had some bad luck.
At a certain point, are you like, man,
I've had so much
you
fucking
need to do
bad
something
luck.
to stop getting headbutted.
Right?
Because it'd be like, we're analyzing these other people.
Dude,
This doesn't make
headbutts-
too much sense.
Dude, headbutts suck.
Yeah,
So bad.
fucks up a whole fight.
Aljo hasn't signed his contract yet. Sign the fucking contract. I know Sean said that on the pod that he hasn't gotten his contract yet. But I guarantee it, that's probably because of Aljo. They're probably like, well, we can't make the fucking contract because of Aljo.
I mean, I'd be trying to get a big.
So what do we
bigger
do?
cut.
We already bought our plane tickets, and Sean's always like, yeah, I'm going to fight. I'm fighting that day no matter what. So it's like, we shouldn't worry. Let's keep proceeding with
Worst
getting our things.
comes to worst, you can just cancel the flights.
That's
and
true.
Get it returned.
That's true. I'm just getting nervous because Aljo signed the fucking paper. Keep seeing you do podcasts, but I don't see you sign paper.
Yeah.
Holy hell. But here's another thing. This is Jobins. This is such special times right now. Special times.
Special times.
I keep saying I'm going to say it over and over because I'm just trying to take it all in. Aljamain Sterling is one of the greatest bantamweight title champions in the world. If ever, so a lot of people are arguing ever. There's been everyone is such a legend who's had the bantamweight title. They've done so much legendary shit. But Aljo has now too. He's got all the accolades. He's a tough motherfucker. He's in his prime. Mm-hmm. The only thing negative about this for Aljo is the weight cuts. That's the only thing we're hearing. You know what I mean? We're not hearing he's too old. He's not himself anymore. He's not good enough. Aljo's still in his fucking prime, and it's just the weight cut. As long as he makes that weight cut, he's good. And I'm very excited for Sean. Love when he gets fucking doubted. This is another moment. People want, Aljo's doubting the tatted, colored hair kid with the big mouth.
Yeah, I don't think he's, dude, at that top of a level, there's no way he can be doubting.
I hope he's not.
Maybe for the cameras,
I want-
but you got to respect.
I guess I do hope he does, because then it's a fucking glorious, easy knockout for Sean. But I don't know. Part of me does think, I do think he's overlooking him a little bit. Like he's thinking, I'm going to embarrass this kid. He said it multiple times. He's going to mop the poster boy, all this kind of shit to make a point. And it's like, dude, if you think you're going to go out there and make a point against Sean, you have another thing coming. So I'm just so happy. I think the best way for Sean to beat Aljo, it'd be so awesome if he got him in a Darius choke. How fucking cool.
That would be fine.
It'd be so cool because no one would see it coming, and fucking Sean just sinks that bitch in because everyone's like, oh, Aljo's going to just get Sean's back. So that's like a real fuck you win, you know? But I think as long as Sean does his thing, staying long, connected on that chin, hitting them body shots that he does, keeps landing, tires out Aljo, I think he stays long, and I think he TKOs him. TKOs him. Aljo's really tough, but here's another thing. Tim is so good at being a coach. Chael Sonnen says it all the time, but Tim really does have a great coach mindset. And even though he says some fucked up shit, and we know him as our boy, when he's in there with Sean, he is focused. Mm-hmm. It's like any other coach, but I don't know. Tim's got a great eye. He's got a really good eye for talent. He's got a really good eye, like a lot of coaches should have, but a really good eye for when their fighters don't see something that they see that they know could help. Mm-hmm. And then Sean is amazing at listening. You got to be really good at listening, seeing it, and doing it.
Staying disciplined.
Yeah, there's a guy made a really cool video for Tim, showing Tim saying it and Sean listening to it for the Peter Yan fight. Beautiful. No one wants to talk about that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's all about game plans. We have two elite. Sean is one of the most elite strikers and fighters on the planet, and so is Aljamain Sterling. When you have that, it comes down to the game plan. Inches. Game of fucking inches. And I think that's what this fight's going to be.
I think the stand-up is such a strong suit for our... I mean, he's got to be one of the greatest strikers of all time.
100%.
Like, if he's a champion.
He knows how to hit the button.
He ain't going to be... He better grapple.
He's fast.
He better grapple.
Hits like a motherfucker. Knows when to hit.
You know what I would be doing?
Accurate.
I would be wrestling with Merab as much as possible and maybe trying to beat the record for the most takedown attempts.
But here's the thing that people I think a lot of people forget too about Aljo just because of like his last few fights. Go back, Jobins. Go back and watch early Aljo. He throws a lot of good head kicks. He's a good kickboxer. He knows how to strike. Mm-hmm. He's fast. So I would love to see Sean come in and just be like, I'm taking Aljo very serious. I'm coming to take that belt's mine. It's what I want. I've been working really fucking hard for this. If he just came in like that, not fucking like being silly, goofy Sean. If he was like real
I'd like it serious. When he gets the belt and he's like, all right, on to the next one because this was in my mind this whole time.
Oh, dude.
This isn't even a surprise.
Yeah. Sean's going to shit on the doubters because a lot of people are shit talking him. And I can't wait. I can't wait, Jobins. Can't wait to be in Boston. This life's a movie.
Those bantamweights, man, at the top level, they're all champ level, dude. It's a very impressive
the accolades
division.
The accolades Aljamain has, all those 3 records right now, they're fucking impressive. And he's a very tough challenge. That's why I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Sean shines under big lights, too. It's crazy. What else is crazy? Oh, let me tell you, Brenden. They used my fucking voice in the Jake Paul promotion. For the Nate Diaz.
I remember.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Mm-hmm. Never had anything like that happen. Well, a bit on Tim and Sean's stuff. That's all huge and crazy too. Never in a million years would think any of this would happen.
Yeah, not with someone you don't associate with though at all.
Yeah, not someone that I don't even associate with and didn't even think they would even pay attention to what I say. Mm-hmm. But sure enough, we're out in Lake Tahoe, guys, and we're walking back from the beach, and I get messages from Jobins. We're like, oh, they're going crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then at first I'm watching. I can't really hear it. I'm watching with you. And I'm seeing the clips and I'm hearing. I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking I'm going to see me and Tim and Sean and all of us on the Timbo Sugar Show. That didn't happen. So I'm like, what the fuck? Then I had to go back and listen to it. Sure enough, you hear me say something. Mm-hmm. What was it? Like, what a world it would be.
What a world it would be.
What a world it would be if Jake Paul, wouldn't it be? Yeah. Pretty cool.
You better hope Nate don't see you. It's on site.
Oh, yeah. Nate on site. I like both guys. I've always been a fan of Nate Diaz. Nate, if you got to slap me for saying that, I guess I got to take it. Huh.
I got Jake Paul winning.
Oh.
Saying it here.
I can't wait. I'm excited for that. I liked when Jake Paul or Nate Diaz was like, we got to switch arenas. We got to change states. That shit had me dead. But yeah. Island Boys, Jeffrey Epstein's dad.
That's such a theory thing. Who knows? I don't want to.
Is that photo AI? Is that photo real? Jobins, what is it? That was crazy. That was one of those mind-blowing things.
It's a real photo, though. Zion Williamson being caught with that OnlyFans girl.
Oh, did they
Zion
make some
Williamson,
content?
The basketball player.
Dude, basketball?
Our boys were telling us, Brock and Blake, they were like all about it. Man, Zion Williamson, he's in a little bit of a cheating scandal. He got a baby mama. And he's getting exposed by an OnlyFans model.
They're gangsters, man. Basketball players get it. I wish I would have been a basketball player. Maybe in another life. Oh yeah. Do you think that's real? Do you think the photo's real? Do you think
Oh, most certainly.
there's kids?
Oh, we're back on.
I'm going back to the Epstein.
I don't know about that one. I'd have to get that authenticated.
Let me know what you guys think. Am I reading fucking lies? Is AI lying to me? Yeah.
Man, you know what I was thinking? Because we were talking about burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, could you slaughter a cow yourself?
No, and now that Sean showed us his new house, guys, so cool, so much land, so awesome, and he's got cows, he's got these long neck things,
Llamas or
Yeah.
alpacas.
alpacas, so cute. But I was so Hayden fucking petted him like it was nothing. Just made me look.
Well,
like
she was
kind of
cautious.
Yeah, but she petted him.
Yeah, she served. Those
Couldn't do
Montana
it.
people are different.
Couldn't do it. Those things just look like they can bite you, and I'm like, I like my fingers.
And they even got those like claws.
But they were so
too.
cute. They were so cute.
Oh man.
But Betty, I'm naming her Betty. Michaela and Hayden are having a birthday party for her because they found out her birthday. Sean told me they're not going to kill her today or yesterday.
Today?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, the way you phrased it was like they're not going to kill her today.
Yeah, no, they're not going to kill her at all. And at first, I didn't even want to meet the cow, Jobins. I'm like, I can't meet the cow if you're going to kill it. I can't meet it. Sure enough, pull up. He's like, oh yeah, we don't know yet. We might kill it. We might not. So I'm like, we walk up to him like,
I don't think we should be allowed, either of us, to make burger reviews until we go through the process of having to slaughter,
Dude, I've seen
having
it.
to slaughter our own cow,
Dude,
and
I've
having
seen
to
it.
go through that process and appreciating the meat that we're eating.
You know me. If this land was ran my way, we'd all be farming, and I would do that because I know my cow has a good life. I'm feeding it right. I'm taking good care of it. It's living good, and then one day, oh God, that hard fucking day. You got to go out and, oh, God, just hopefully make it as quick as possible.
God.
And most painless thing ever.
And they're so like innocent and
gentle.
stupid. And it's like, could you imagine just standing there and you're just
so tasty.
walking up to it and it's like, oh, that's my owner and friend. And then you just have to slit its throat or something. Oh, I can't even imagine.
Why does the top sirloin got to be so good? Why is the filet done? All of it. T-bone, burgers.
That's how it is.
Damn you. Damn you, gentle giant creature. It's a real shame. It's a real damn shame. But I don't know, dude, the way beef is and the way meat, just the cost of making beef and raising cows and doing all that.
And the water that they consume.
And the resources. That's all our shit here in Arizona is to feed these damn cows.
Yeah, that's what Carter was saying.
I think the price of meat that we're seeing, I don't think that shit's ever going down. It's just going to keep getting more and more. Are we going to be forced to eat not meat anymore? Like more vegan shit?
I think
you keep
that
coming
we may be so stubborn as a species that we would allow like the end of the world before we're all gonna go vegan.
Dude, you keep coming out with some delicious vegan meals like we have at Sprouts. And I can't afford, and you make it affordable, more affordable than meat. I'm going vegan, and it's delicious. I can't even really tell a difference.
You're gonna get to a point, Ricky, where it's like, what do you mean you
Well,
ain't got no meat items on the menu?
Or what if
you're
it's-
telling me that you're taking my rights away, and I better have a damn burger in my hand in about 3 minutes.
This is America. America eats burgers, damn it. What
Sir-
if we live in a future where it's like, oh, remember when we used to eat cows? That was so stupid.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know. It's
Probably
a lot. It's a
There
stretch,
I am.
man.
What
It's-
am I
it's-
being right there that someone would put in the comments? Am I being Democratic, Republican,
Oh, that right there.
Am I being
what
liberal?
you're saying is crazy,
crazy?
bro. Because
Being
it's just
liberal?
like people aren't gonna let that slide.
Yeah.
Man, I could. Yeah.
Ooh, Mike Tyson quote that Brenden laughed at me because I posted this on Instagram, and I thought it was a good one.
Let me hear it.
He goes, Mike Tyson, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings, or else you will lose yourself.
You have to train your mind
To be stronger than your feelings.
Than your feelings. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'll lose yourself.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's stoicism.
yeah. Oh, yeah, but it's a good one. And I get it. I get it. That cut deep to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you laughed. Didn't resonate with you? Damn. Life's just sunshines and rainbows in Brenden's world, Jobins.
Yep.
Especially right now.
And I'm turning. My birthday's coming up. Maybe 28.
Happy
here
birthday.
soon.
Yeah,
it's the last time that I will be talking on the pod as a 27-year-old.
Unless you die in your sleep tonight, which I hope you don't,
It would still be the last time I would do a pod as a 27.
But you made it past the 27 club.
Ooh, that's true.
You're
We
20
got a few hours.
Tomorrow, you've outlived a lot of those guys. Anyone that's in the 27 club, you've outlived. You know what I mean? You've already outlived Tupac and Biggie.
How old did Tupac and Biggie get?
I think Biggie was 25, Tupac 24. Maybe I have that reversed.
Damn, that means, hey, our buddy Blake, our roommate, he just turned 25. So
Yeah.
he's officially older than Biggie or Tupac. One of the two.
Happy birthday, Sono. That was yesterday. We all went out to eat. You bought him dinner, which was really sweet. And then your birthday's tomorrow. So happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
You're going to go out with your chick. She's going to buy you dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
She's like, how can I celebrate you? I was like,
Celebrate
I'm blushing.
you.
I'm blushing.
Damn, Jobins. If you got a girl that says, tonight, babe, tonight we're celebrating you, you got to keep her.
Yeah,
you got to win her. You got to winner chicken dinner. And I'm happy for you, bud.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see just take the road.
Yeah, hopefully, a girl sees this big, tall, gentle giant that loves to cuddle and give back massages, that is chasing dreams and has desires, and yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of things good going for him.
Sounds like the package right there.
Yeah, can sing,
Can sing.
can cook, good at cleaning,
Can rap.
can rap, deep intellectual conversations, unlike Tim and Sean, who seem to think that I can't.
Deep.
And they
Intellectual.
think that my emotional intelligence is based off my actions, which I get.
Actions. Hey, what is this common saying?
Actions speak louder than words.
There you go.
But everybody loses their cool eventually and gets upset about something.
But how often is the question?
Oh, I know. Or over what?
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's degrees to this.
There is degrees and levels. But to me, at the same time, you can't discredit the knowledge I have of it, of things, because to me that discredits what I've been through. I feel like what you've been through in life teaches, and yeah, I know. Of course, I have those moments where you have a flare up, right? You flare up, you say something that you don't mean, or you get in a little argument. I mean, you go at it all the time. Not all the time. I wouldn't say all the time. But there's sometimes where we're just like bickering. And then what are we doing in a couple minutes? Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? It just happens. Now, when you have those moments, do I go, oh, well, your emotional intelligence is just so fucking low. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they were just. It's funny because you gave yourself such a high score.
Oh, I know. That's just because I think I know, I feel like I know a lot about that kind of shit. That I can, and my point was that if you don't know me and you're having a bad day or you're doing something that I'm seeing that I've done, light bulb, you know what I mean? Because I do those things. When I see someone doing something that I've done wrong, I can help say, hey.
You know what would have, I think, demonstrated more not financial, more, what was the word we were just using for intelligence? Emotional intelligence?
Yeah.
You know what would have shown and demonstrated?
Staying calm.
Staying calm and saying,
Whoa.
Okay, agree to
Hey,
disagree.
Tim.
Agree to disagree.
Well,
agree to disagree and leave it at that. A wise man once said nothing at all.
The Jobins don't want boring conversations. They want drama.
Okay, for
So you
entertainment purposes, I respect that you drag it out then.
Well, and I'm gonna rebuttal. I'm gonna say how I feel, and if something pisses me off, I'm gonna say,
That's where the emotional intelligence comes
I know,
in.
but
When someone pisses you off,
yeah.
instead of keeping it real, when keeping it real goes wrong.
At least it's not like I get upset and then I go over and punch a hole in the wall or break something or go beat the shit out of someone or steal something or do actions. You know what I mean? Just because I get animated, maybe a little loud, maybe a little.
Those are actions.
I know, but maybe a little, because I get like this whenever I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
I get what you're saying.
Because I'm trying to make my point. Whenever I'm mad, I'm always trying to show why I'm mad and make my point. And then when I make my point, and then the other rebuttals from the other two are like, oh, well, this is why you're wrong. Or I then can sit and go, you're right. I was wrong. So then what's my emotional intelligence then? Because someone who doesn't have emotional intelligence would not accept oh no, I'm right. They would go, I'm right all the time. I'm right.
So you just lack emotional discipline.
There we go. I like that word more because that's what I was trying to get at with consistency. Mm-hmm. It's staying consistent. It's not because how many times have we? You ready, Jobins? Because I could say this on my pod now, and not get interrupted. How many stories have we heard from Tim saying, "Oh, I almost pulled over someone and beat the shit out of them." So your emotional intelligence level is a -2 because I don't get like that on the road. I'm not going to about to pull over and beat someone's ass. Now, I'm not lying. Some people you could be like, oh, Schmitty, you're a liar because you do get. Of course, there's times where I'm like, oh, fuck that guy. Oh, fuck this guy riding my ass. Blah, blah, blah. And even you, I think you're a little worse than me because you get a little more. You get like real mad, like, oh, that fucking.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I say bad words.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, wow. But to me, I'm also scared. I don't want to get shot. I'm 6'5". Mm-hmm. I step out of a car of someone who's already mad at me, who's already, and road rage is a real thing. You know what I mean? No one's in their right state of mind whenever road rage is going on because for some reason they're just so pissed at what just happened. So you got that already happening. And then you got a 6'5" giant who, mathematically, I'm fucking I'm probably going to be bigger than the person. I ain't getting shot or stabbed.
Right.
I ain't getting shot or stabbed. And Tim, you're a badass. You beat that dude's ass and he don't bad and embarrass the guy after he's already pissed and he doesn't walk back to his car and grab his fucking 38. That's the shit that scares me.
Yeah.
So when we talk about emotional intelligence, let's really think about it. Because what are Schmitty's flare-ups? Oh, fucking a girl I like. Okay. That's a little understandable. I got to get over it, but let me be upset about it for a little bit. What happens if I fucked your girl?
That'd be very upsetting.
Okay, well, your emotional intelligence is 2.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Sex is nothing. You shouldn't be able to control her, and you can't. You don't own her.
See, that's the thing, though. I feel like,
and you can't stop her from what you want to stop.
People
your
that
girl
have
from
been
being happy?
laid a lot more would say that sex means nothing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it means a lot. I think
Exactly.
it's a very powerful action.
Yeah.
So I couldn't match. But then again, if I was just getting laid left and right my whole life, maybe I'd be like, sex is nothing, and I can just fuck anybody.
I think people who look at it like that need a little taste of actually being alone and not being able to get girls. Because when you're alone and you can't get girls, because this is all about perspective. We're in 5 different rooms, I'm a guy who don't get any. And I know what it's like to be alone. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and I know everyone knows what it's like to be alone at some point. I'm not saying they're everything. But I know a little more than they do. They've been with these girls for so long, they've forgotten the taste of what it's like to actually be alone and not have anyone that actually likes them. Mm-hmm. So
it's that connection too, man.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I mean, I was just like thinking, like, I don't think sex robots are gonna just completely wipe out people being with other people, because it's like, man, once it's just like. The only way that would happen is if a sex robot is starting to treat me out and taking me to dinners and stuff, and then talking about how great I am and like actually having feelings. It's like you can't get that. You can't get that from a sex robot.
All your favorite movies have sex robots.
Whoa! What
Mr. Blade Runner 22 or whatever it was.
Blade Runner is a great movie. And I guess there would be sex robots.
And that was the best demonstration in a film. And now your other little fucking little parts of Dune are real in there. But you're that movie? Real. And that's the most real that when you got a sex robot.
So is it going to be sex AI?
It's not just sex AI. This motherfucker knows about you and you talk to it, and then it's smart, so it's everything you're saying it's just smart AI, and then it also does your laundry, does any little chore that it can do to be whatever it is, tell you everything you need to know about your life to help guide you and get your tasks done correctly. That's gonna make your life easy and less to do and more done.
You know what scares me
on
about
top
that?
Of sucking your dick, on top of fucking you, on top of showing your mom dies, and it's going, Brenden, I'm so sorry, and it's being there like a fucking regular person, Yeah.
You know
No,
what's,
yeah, that shit's coming.
what's
Oh, darn.
scary about that though is how that's gonna make us so much more like short-tempered. I feel like because we're gonna be getting all this gratification
Well, you never
from
know.
these sex robots, but like if someone upsets us or something, we're gonna go even more off the handles.
You don't know that.
Because we're gonna be
You don't know
expecting
that.
all these.
Guess what?
That's what I'm seeing
Get
happening.
people. We don't know that. People who are not taught correctly act wrong. So if you got a really smart robot and you're mad, you're little Timmy. Oh fuck! I just got my ass beat. This guy's pissed me. That robot's gonna spit some shit.
Okay.
That's gonna make you think smarter, think wiser.
Because you know what I'm saying is like it's just gonna comfort you and like be like, oh,
Oh, no.
you're right, and then
Oh,
like
no.
you know getting people to the point where
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
hey, fuck you,
But no,
because
then
you don't
it's-
agree with everything I'm saying.
Oh no,
but my robot does.
Bro, you're gonna have a little Martin Luther King Jr. or who? Name some people who are just really good speakers, like comfortable speakers. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like that. And when you can, it's gonna teach you. It's gonna teach us things. It's gonna do everything and suck your dick. We're not talking to anybody. Yeah, we're not talking to anybody, and that's already happening now. Aunt Rose was like, "Oh, look at all you guys on your phones."
Hey, that's a very fun way, Jobins. If you're at a party or something, or like a family gathering, and all your relatives are on their phone, and the oldest person, you can really piss off the young people by being like, "You're right.
Yeah.
They are all on their phones."
Yep.
That was funny.
Damn.
True shit.
All right, well, we have gone on for a while. We got Jobins. We got ribs in the fucking oven. Got some sauce from I got some barbecue sauce from Cali in there.
Ooh, some barbecue ribs, and not only that, after a delicious dinner, gonna play some Diablo 4. Gonna be on the Discord with the boys.
Holy
Gonna be
fuck.
playing it. It's crossplay. Shit's gonna be wild. Gonna stream it.
I'm gonna edit this pod. I'm gonna eat some dinner. I'm gonna edit this pod. Get this pod up for you guys tomorrow.
Legendary.
We got some good days. We're glad to be back. Sorry we haven't been there. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching 123 episodes. We can't thank you guys enough. We love you guys.
Legendary.
The support is fucking epic. We need to. I'm gonna try and get better. We read your comments. I need to get better at replying and engaging, and work on getting another mic so we can get some fucking guests going. We need to get some guests. We got a lot of people that want to be on our show. A lot of people that would be very interesting to get.
A lot of people we love to
Big
have.
things. Big things. Sean's going to become champ. We're going to rise up. We got big plans. 2023 is the fucking year of the Jobins. And we couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, we love all you guys.
Love you guys.
We'll see you next week. Deuces.
Doses.